to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. This is a live look at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Clemson Tigers and the NC State Wolfpack. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, glad to have you with us. Holly Rowe down on the sideline with the latest on an injury.
Guys, Clemson's head coach told me before the game, they have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Guys, back to you.
Holly, keep an eye on that one for us. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. He brought that thing out of the end zone with the idea of making a play, but he wasn't even able to get back to the 25-yard line. Jones to throw. Unloads to the right. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for...
Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And I see what the quarterback saw. He saw man-to-man coverage on the outside. Give my guy a chance to win. But the DB won. Great job staying glued to the wide receiver, seeing the ball when it's coming, and batting it down.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. going to bring up a 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Finds a crease, it's Goss.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose, it'll be 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side.
And, man, this is exactly how you wanted to script this game. Your defense comes out, gets a stop, do a nice job in special teams. Now you get that first down. The juices are flowing. Everybody's feeling confident now. The offense is feeling good. I look, Jesse, for them to open it up now. Try to create an explosive play. They got some of that momentum early.
Yeah, and this is what...
Oh, he found a space. Touchdown, Wolfpack. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Keep it on the ground. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Gonna run it. It's Davidson. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered.
great job by this defense. You get third down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, fourth down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Sells to run, looking to pass. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. They can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
The give to the left. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wilson will throw. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
And I feel like the defense needed that stop. Are already giving up a touchdown, early in this football game. They put another drive together, but great job bowing up, getting that 3rd down stop, and hopefully forcing the field goal.
NC State looking to convert the 4th down here. Wide receiver going in motion. Got to make the play on 4th. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The handoff. There he goes. Got the 1st down. Past the 50. Inside the 30. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. That is how a quick strike offense flips the field, and now they're in business trying to cash in after that huge play. They'll run it with Bothwell. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't Olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point splits the uprights. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Goss. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
they just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll run it. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Just feeds the running back. He's past the marker. Finding some room. The 30. He's at the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He'll take a deep shot here. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. A run for the quarterback. Got the first down. Quick step and go. Some gaudy rushing stats.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Long way to go on second down. Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Pulls it. Pitch to the corner. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How about the versatility by this tight end and the creativity by the play caller, incorporating the tight end on an option play? We've seen this position morph in the years past. Brock Bowers was a guy from Georgia that could do so many different things. And now this big fella getting involved here with the option pitch, taking it in for a touchdown. On
the return, it's Scott. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. Sends it back in motion. Wilson to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Breaks free and he might be gone. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Dozier. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Working the middle. Goes down immediately, but that's just what they needed. It'll be a 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And how about this drive this offense has put together, man? You're kind of backed up. You just want to get some good field position. Now they've converted the sticks, moved the ball down the field, now set up 1st and goal, a chance to continue their physicality, own the line of scrimmage, and finish this long drive.
Left side, it's Dozier. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Davidson. Turning it on. Inside the 50. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game and now up to 8 on the season. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Drops back on first down. Quickly to the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. NC State going up tempo.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. In the backfield, it's Dozier. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Fresh center down's going to the air. It's dropped after taking the hit. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking to throw again. Out wide right, it's gone.
They're playmakers, the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Trying to get behind the defense. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. I would keep spinning the beam.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. From deep, it's Brown. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Jones to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the catch down the right side. Finds a seam. The 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on first. Looking to the big tight end. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Can can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
It'll go out of bounds. Depends on where they spot it. It looks as if it'll be around the 45. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Jones wants to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Intercepted to stop the threat. Taking it the other way. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 5 team, the Missouri Tigers. And it's Georgia coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
NC State heads out gearing up to go on the attack. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
Finds his tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Wilson will throw. Finds his big tight end. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Wolfpack picked up that last first down with the completion. Let's see what they do here. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Goss. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Wants to go up top on second down. Got his man. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. NC State quick to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. with the run on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, NC State!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He brought that thing out of the end zone with the idea of making a play, but he didn't even get back to the 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. Calls his own number. Plows through the defense.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Drives inside. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time...
Going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 2nd and long here. Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Ooh, and they almost had another one, and this defense is dialed in, man. The interception on the last possession, almost another one there. They've got a really good read on this passing game.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. He was able to pick up a few, but not quite enough for the 1st down. It'll be 4th down at the 41.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
Needs it here on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Quick give. It's Scott. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. And they're going to try to convert on 4th down, 1 for 2 so far today. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Hits inside. It's Scott. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wilson to pass. Throws to the wideout. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Keeps it moving. It's Gauze.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. NC State going up tempo.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Right side, it's Jackson. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. NC State on the move, set up with another 1st down. Wilson will throw. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. They'll send the back in motion. Second down to the air. In traffic, it's Douglas. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Out wide right, it's Goss. There he goes. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Wolfpack picked up that last first down with a completion. Let's see what they do here. Run in the red zone, it's Goss. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get.
Big man has it, it's a first down and more. Touchdown, Wolfpack! He got it, beat down in bounds. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Wilson to pass. Still looking to his right. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Here comes the biggest drive for this defense. They need to stop the way the rest of us need oxygen. If they don't get it, they're done. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And they swarm him under.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave him.
He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And man, a lot of times it's hard to out. Nice job covering downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him. Get the big sack on 4th down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a complete misfire.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Making the adjustment. Motion from the wide receiver. Wilson will throw. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. NC State quick to the line. Fourth down, gotta have it here. Looking down the middle. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. Fourth down by one possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for their confidence.
Finds his target.
Hey, and this is the time where I'm a defense. I'm slow to get up. I'm making sure I stay on that offensive player. I'm trying to eat up as much clock and make this offense burn as much clock, Palmer, as I can.
And this coaching staff right now, you know they're looking at the analytics too, right? How many timeouts do we have left? We want to think about dialing up some play calls that get guys catching the football or get the ball out of bounds to stop the clock. You've got a good rhythm right here. You're in a good position in the field to go win this thing, but you've got to be really smart with your play calls. It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Turning it on. He's at the 40. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Under a minute to go. Just take a knee here and avoid the potential for disaster.
And we've seen...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. This down for a score late in the fourth. Wilson to pass. Got his man. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Look out! And he never had a chance.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Looking for space. It's Davidson. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Second down, and the defense has no choice but to sell out to stop the run. Might as well run him again. Breaks into the open. At the 20. Touchdown, Clemson! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wilson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Jackson. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. The clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.